tell you a secret? I'm really into celibacy, and that can range from not kissing on the first date to saving yourself for marriage. It's a whole spectrum, and honestly, there are so many upsides to pacing yourself when it comes to intimacy. For starters, you can avoid becoming attached to the wrong person. We all know what that's like. And that's because both physical and emotional intimacy releases oxytocin, which makes you feel connected to someone, even though you may not be compatible. We often think that falling in love is a mystical, rare experience, but sometimes it's really just hormones and chemicals. 2, I get to preserve my energy, and instead of constantly pouring into someone else, I can focus on the things I want to accomplish first. A surefire way to avoid an emotional vampire is simply not to get so close that they can sink their teeth into you. Last, but certainly not least, less stress, less liability, and less risk of anything unwanted happening. There's just about no downside to taking your time, but all the risk in rushing things. It's truly up to you. And in a world that's become only more hypersexual, kind of feels like pacing oneself is the new counterculture. Whatever you choose to do, don't forget to respect others' choices, and above all else, stay true to yourself.
Whenever a woman says they're into celibacy or on some celibacy journey, it really just means they're taking a break from the carousel ride and are going to use this time to paint over whatever they've been doing so they can better repackage themselves as some dummy. They're just hijacking the concept for their own ends because they can't quite come out and say, I'm looking for a relationship now, not just meaningless sex. So by reframing it on the guise of celibacy, they can try to claim all the goodwill and accolades people have for it while simultaneously using non-secular arguments and the benefits that celibacy has as a defense to anyone who questions it. The problem is when women of this age do it, the optics and intention look wildly different compared to an 18-year-old doing it. When a 30-year-old woman's doing it, it looks like she's trying to undo damage, which I'm sure it does, but compared to when a younger woman does it, it looks like she's trying to protect herself from it and not trying to use it as some sort of second wind. Celibacy is not some third quarter strategy you can turn on to turn the game around. It's like a preservative spray you spray on to keep the fruit from going bad, but after spraying it on after the fruit's already kind of spoiled, sure it helps, but it doesn't really undo the damage, and unfortunately it often ends up as women's last-ditch strategy when they know time is running out to now do the thing guys want in the first place. They aren't doing for healing or whatever nonsense they want to come up with. They're turning off the tap to see who's still the thirstiest simp around and to see how much value they still have in this thing now that the chads and the guys she wants clearly don't want her. That's all this is. Women are trying to sell the 30-year-old plus worn out shoes to men, and by trying to apply the polish of celibacy, they think that's enough to trick men, but we can all see those are still 30-year-old shoes, ma'am.